Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live, and it is Clash in Madrid. This is our main event. It's for the undisputed title, and it is a triple threat match. The likes of the Money in the Bank winner, Seth freaking Rollins, cashed in his Money in the Bank 6 days ago on Raw. It was futile. The Money in the Bank winner could not get the undisputed champion back in the ring, so therefore, he had won the match, but hadn't won the title. The Nightmare Jordan Styles is coming into this match strong, but Seth freaking Rollins did the unthinkable in announcing his cash in that day. And now he's here, Clash in Madrid, to cash in what he should have. He gets another match because of the disqualification, but now it is against another #1 contender. Seth freaking Rollins has his odds at 33% here. Can the likes of Seth freaking Rollins get the job done in becoming the undisputed champion here live at Clash in Madrid? It's a sold-out crowd, and you are witnessing greatness. The Visionary has 2 competitors to worry about. It's the undisputed champion, and it's our next competitor that's coming out here tonight. Seth Rollins, if he can get the job done, he can turn the Ascension era on his head. And remember, he had already beaten the likes of the Nightmare Jordan Styles for the WWE Undisputed Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship. And now he's seeking redemption and cashing in what he should have. Here is the undisputed champion, the Nightmare Jordan Styles. The Nightmare Jordan Styles, 6 days ago, was going one-on-one with none other than Seth freaking Rollins for that undisputed title, and now he has to defend it on just 6 days after that hellacious match. The Nightmare Jordan Styles is here, and he's here to retain his integrity in that undisputed title that goes so preciously around his waist. He has fought tooth and nail to keep this Ascension era to an all-time high. He has tackled mountains that no man could topple. He has formed an alliance with the likes of the World Heavyweight Champion, Trick Williams, and the ruler over Femi. Now, he has to take his team to the stratosphere and defend his title in this triple threat match against Seth freaking Rollins and Braun Breaker. The Nightmare Jordan Styles has it in for him tonight. He doesn't even have to be pinned to lose this title. All he has to do is fall short. And here we are. It's the unpredictable badass Braun Breaker. This specimen of a human being is an absolute dog. He is a walking wrecking ball. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight could be his night to change his fate and take the throne of the WWE Undisputed Champion. He has to go to his former mate and Seth freaking Rollins, the former Money in the Bank winner, and he has to go after somebody that has already beaten him multiple times in the Nightmare Jordan Styles. The stakes are even higher. Braun Breaker fighting a gauntlet, pinning Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. 1, 2, 3. Other opponents: LA Knight, Dominic Mysterio, and Sami Zayn. and he toppled them all. He's here tonight because he's a dog and he fights and he got his title shot. He thought it was going to be a one-on-one match, but no. The undisputed champion has to go in a triple threat match between these two vicious, vile human beings, Seth freaking Rollins and Braun Breaker. The unpredictable badass is starting the match, and the Nightmare Jordan Styles finds his way outside the ring, and Braun Breaker attacks Seth Rollins. You can see the blood feud flowing. And a chair shot for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. A chair shot to Seth Rollins, but it's no good. A code breaker. The Nightmare Jordan Styles goes for a code breaker against both men. It looks like he found his footing in the match. It is a huge knee strike from Seth freaking Rollins. And a moonsault from Seth freaking Rollins. A huge boot from Braun Breaker. It's already starting off terrible. These men are putting their bodies on the line for this title. Another code breaker from the Nightmare Jordan Styles. And now he's going after Braun Breaker. But no, it's a jab to the gut and it's a huge chop. These two men are taking out the Nightmare Jordan Styles, WWE Undisputed Champion. And he's going for a military press. Oh, huge power slam. The Nightmare Jordan Styles rises to his feet, but no, a huge jab from the Nightmare Jordan Styles sending Braun Breaker out to the ropes. And it's a combo from the Nightmare Jordan Styles on a Seth Rollins. And now he's going for a suplex, springboard slingshot suplex with a tope atomico. It's not looking good for Breaker. The Nightmare Jordan Styles goes for huge elbows, sending Breaker to the mat. And now Breaker is rolling out of the ring. It's a pin count from Seth, and it's no good. These two had a huge match for that WWE Undisputed title 6 days ago. I don't know if any of these men are healed from that match. The Nightmare Jordan Styles couldn't make it back in, got disqualified. A huge 10 count, staining his resume. And now he's going one-on-one. He's going into a triple threat after being in a one-on-one with Seth Rollins. It looks like he knows all his moves. And now he's going after the leg. The Nightmare Jordan Styles is out on his feet, and Breaker with a huge shoulder tackle. It's a pin for the title. Like I said, he doesn't even have to be in the mix to lose. And it's a German suplex on Braun Breaker. Seth grabs a kendo stick, a code breaker again. He's going up top. And there's a swanton on the Seth freaking Rollins. Braun Breaker leaves him no room to breathe. He tries a clothesline, it's no good. And now Braun has him right where he wants him. What is he doing? He's going after the arm of the Nightmare Jordan Styles. The WWE Undisputed Champion is reeling. He has him in a powerbomb position. Huge powerbomb. And now it's a pin. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles falls out of the ring. Only a 1 count. Seth freaking Rollins still is in the match. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles.
And now he's back into the ring. In the counter for
a huge elbow from Seth on the Braun. And now, no, it's a counter from Braun Breaker. He was going for a DDT. And now it's a German suplex. And he goes after Seth. And what is he doing? The Nightmare Jordan Styles. What a huge buckle bomb. A shoulder tackle from Braun Breaker, leaving him with no room to breathe. The unpredictable badass is getting hit with a nightmare knee. Seth finds his marbles. And it's only a 1 count. The Nightmare Jordan Styles gets hit with a German suplex. Braun Breaker is out from the nightmare knee and he attacks both of these men with a steel chair. That steel chair to no avail, and no! The Nightmare Jordan Styles gets hit with a stomp! That stomp could be the end of his title reign! He's going for a pedigree. Boom! The Nightmare Jordan Styles is out now. And he's going for it all. And a huge stomp. And it's over. 1. No. Thank goodness for the unpredictable badass. This match was almost over. Seth freaking Rollins is calling his shot. And it's over. What is he doing? A spear. And what is he doing? He's trying to steal one. He's trying to steal one. The Nightmare Jordan Styles. He hits him with another slingshot suplex. What is he doing? A huge knee miss. But it's calculated. And a Widow's Bell DDT on the Seth freaking Rollins. 1. No, it's only a 2 count broken up at an unpredictable badass. And a counter for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. And he sends him for a bongo bomb. Boom! Kendo stick awakes from Seth Rollins. And he's going for a count. And it's only a 1 count. The Nightmare Jordan Styles dazed. Seth had his number, but to no avail. The Nightmare Jordan Styles tried to go for a sling blade and a German suplex from Seth freaking Rollins. He goes for a possum pin on the Seth. 1. Braun was looking for a kendo stick. And he stumps out Seth. The Nightmare Jordan Styles. He tried to go for a suicide dive. And it's wrecked. Braun moves out the way. He tries to go for a spear. Seth is gloating. The Nightmare Jordan Styles found some more weaponry. And Seth gets hit with the steel steps. The Nightmare Jordan Styles finds his way back into the mix. Braun sends him somewhere else, but no, he didn't see the Nightmare Jordan Styles. But then it's a shoulder tackle from Braun Breaker. He tries to go for another hit. Seth is over there, out on his feet. And it looks like he has that sledgehammer, and he's looking for the Visionary. And it's another kendo stick. The Visionary is worried about Braun Breaker. Both of these men are up. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles goes for a suicide dive. Everybody is out. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles finds a way to get back on his feet.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Seth is out on his feet. And the Nightmare Jordan Styles goes for a release German suplex. He goes up top. And it's a corkscrew on the outside, but his knees got up. A huge press. And he was going for a nightmare knee, but he's attacked with a sledgehammer by Braun Breaker.
They certainly are now.
Seth starts to glow. It's a military press. He counters.
I guess he doesn't think he's done.
And these 2 men. No. What is this? The Nightmare Jordan Styles sends Seth to the barricade. The Nightmare Jordan Styles tries to enziguri. It's no good.
In the future.
And Braun goes for the knee of Seth.
Putting his opponent on notice.
Breaker is fired up here tonight.
Better snap out of it.
There are so many objects that are being taken place. But no, the huge. This match is going to be an all-time high. He sends him to the ropes. Sling blade. The Nightmare Jordan Styles is looking for it all. He's calling ball game. Go! No! It's a spear by Braun Breaker. He counters the coup de grace. 1. It is a breakup from Seth Rollins. Braun slaps Seth. And these men are having it out. The Nightmare Jordan Styles gains his momentum back. What is he doing? He was going for a buckle bomb. It's countered these three men.
Bulldog bites them right counter.
Hits him with the steel chair. The Nightmare Jordan Styles can have it.
Going to the top.
He can have it here.
Looking to finish it.
And he tries to go for a swanton. Doesn't get it all. Another steel chair. In a mix is countered by Braun. Exploder suplex from Braun Breaker, sending the undisputed champion down. And a chair shot. He tries to go for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. It's a miss. Braun hits him with a shoulder tackle. You know what's next. Braun's looking to risk it all. It's not looking good for this undisputed champion. Sends him into the bear. He sends him. No. The Nightmare Jordan Styles was going for something huge. He tries to go for a spear. A nightmare knee to Seth freaking Rollins.
He's headed out to the ringside area.
And he goes ringside, a sling blade. A sling blade. And he's going for the pin. Here we go. 1, 2. Kick out from Seth freaking Rollins. He goes after the Money in the Bank winner. It's a collar elbow tie up. And Seth just falls. A super kick. And then it's a German suplex. Here we go. 1, 2. And it's a... He kicks out. He tries to hit him with a kendo stick. His reverse from Seth. No. A sling blade for the Nightmare Jordan Styles. He's going up top. A corkscrew counter from Seth. It's over. Seth is looking to do it all here in Madrid. He was going for a buckle bomb. It's no good. Countered. So many counters and a German suplex. Where is Seth? Seth is looking for the steel steps. And he goes for a tope on a Braun Breaker. Seth throws the steel steps out of range. The Nightmare Jordan Styles WWE Champion is back in the ring. What could he be thinking? This match has gone to an all-time high. He knocks Seth out with the bat.
Seth losing any command of this match.
And now, Braun Breaker is back on his feet, and he's hit with a nightmare knee. It'll be over. 1, 2, no. Braun kicks out. Seth Rollins. No. The Nightmare Jordan Styles counters him with a cutter. And it could be over. The Nightmare Jordan Styles has him in a silencer. He has him in a silencer. It can be over here tonight. A silencer. No. Seth fights out. Seth fights out. The Nightmare Jordan Styles had him in a silencer. A German suplex counter from Braun Breaker, and it looks like he's busted up. He drops down, and he hits the Nightmare Jordan Styles with a huge knee. And now these two men are having it out in the middle of the ring. What's going on? Seth is going after the arms. And now the Nightmare Jordan Styles tries to hit him with a drop kick to no avail. Seth and Braun are still having the match of their life. Braun has him up. It's a counter. And a DDT from Seth freaking Rollins. And he goes for a schoolboy into a super kick. Seth is looking for blood. He wants the title. And a Hinsaguri. Another Hinsaguri. And what is he going for? Oh, a corkscrew on a Braun Breaker. And he tried to go for a nightmare knee. The Nightmare Jordan Styles finds his way outside the ring. Seth Rollins was going for a pedigree. He was going for a pedigree. Seth, not, oh, he got caught. He got caught. Here we go. And a nightmare knee while Braun's watching on. 1, 2, 3, and a nightmare Jordan Styles retains. This match was big. The nightmare Jordan Styles almost lost his chance. He honed in and took them into deep waters. And ended it all, ladies and gentlemen. I thought it was going to be over when he hit Braun with a nightmare knee here. But Braun Breaker fights out of it. The nightmare Jordan Styles finds Seth staggering, hits him with a dagger. With that nightmare knee for a 1, 2, 3. And still, your WWE Undisputed Champion, the Nightmare Jordan Styles. The WWE Undisputed Champion has done it. He has beat the Money in the Bank winner and his #1 contender. Who can be next? Who will take the throne? The Nightmare Jordan Styles is here and live in Madrid, basking in the glory. But who will be next? We'll find out here on Raw on Netflix. I'm your host, Rufus Walker, and your WWE Undisputed Champion, just defended his title in a triple threat, putting everything on the line, and still your champion, the Nightmare Jordan Styles.